In a world where freedom is a luxury and propaganda is the norm, there exists a place where the truth is hidden behind a veil of secrecy. Welcome to North Korea, a country shrouded in mystery and intrigue. For decades, the world has been fascinated by this enigmatic nation, where the ruling elite wield absolute power and control over every aspect of citizens' lives. But what is it like to live in a place where the government dictates every move you make, where the media is heavily censored, and where the consequences of dissent are severe? Imagine waking up every morning to the sound of loudspeakers blaring propaganda messages, reminding you of the greatness of the dear leader and the importance of loyalty to the state. You would live in a world where Big Brother is always watching, where your every move is monitored, and where the walls have ears. The government has eyes and ears everywhere, from the secret police to the informants who live among you, waiting to pounce on any sign of disloyalty. It's a world where you have to be careful what you say, what you do, and even what you think, for fear of being reported and punished. But how did North Korea become this way? To understand, we need to delve into the country's troubled past. After the Korean War, the country was divided into two, with the Soviet Union occupying the North and the United States occupying the South. The North became a socialist state, with Kim Il-sung as its leader. Over the years, Kim Il-sung established a cult of personality, where he was revered as a godlike figure, and his word was law. He created a system of governance that was based on fear, repression, and control, where anyone who opposed him was eliminated. His son, Kim Jong-il, and later his grandson, Kim Jong-un, continued this legacy, tightening their grip on power and further isolating the country from the rest of the world. As a citizen of North Korea, you would live in a world of scarcity and hardship. The economy is in shambles, and the country is unable to provide for its people. Food is scarce, and many go hungry. The infrastructure is crumbling, and basic services like healthcare and education are in short supply. But despite the hardships, the government continues to prioritize its military and nuclear programs, pouring resources into these areas while the people suffer. It's a world where the haves and have-nots are clearly defined, where the ruling elite live in luxury, and the rest struggle to survive. One of the most fascinating aspects of North Korean society is its unique social hierarchy. The country is divided into three main castes: the loyal, the wavering, and the hostile. The loyal are those who are deemed loyal to the state and are rewarded with better jobs, housing, and access to scarce resources. The wavering are those who are not entirely loyal but are not considered a threat either. They are kept under close watch and are often used as informants to spy on their neighbors. The hostile are those who are deemed a threat to the state, and they are punished severely, often with imprisonment, torture, and even death. It's a system that encourages people to spy on each other, to report any sign of disloyalty, and to live in fear of being categorized as hostile. But what happens when you are deemed hostile by the state? The consequences are severe. You would be arrested, often in the dead of night, and taken to a prison camp where you would be subjected to forced labor, torture, and other forms of mistreatment. The prison camps are notorious for their brutality, where prisoners are forced to work long hours in harsh conditions, with little food or water. Many do not survive the experience, and those who do are often left with physical and emotional scars that last a lifetime. The prison camps are a tool of control, used to silence dissent and maintain the government's grip on power. Despite the risks, there are those who dare to challenge the system. Defectors, who risk everything to escape the country, often make their way to South Korea, China, or other countries, where they can start anew. Their stories are harrowing, of survival against all odds, of escape from the clutches of the secret police, and of starting anew in a foreign land. They are the lucky ones, who have managed to escape the grip of the regime and start a new life. But for every defector who makes it out, there are many more who are caught and punished, a reminder of the risks and consequences of challenging the system. The international community has long been concerned about the human rights situation in North Korea. The United Nations has imposed sanctions on the country, and there have been numerous calls for reform. But the government remains defiant, refusing to budge on its stance. It's a game of cat and mouse, where the international community tries to apply pressure, and the government tries to find ways to circumvent it. The situation is complex, with many different players and interests at stake. As we explore the mysteries of North Korea, we are reminded of the importance of freedom and human rights. It's a stark reminder of what happens when a government prioritizes its own interests over the well-being of its people. The situation in North Korea is a tragedy, a humanitarian crisis that demands attention and action. It's a call to action, to raise awareness about the situation, to support those who are suffering, and to push for change. But what can we do to help? First and foremost, we need to raise awareness about the situation in North Korea. We need to tell the stories of those who are suffering, of those who have escaped, and of those who are still trapped. We need to support organizations that are working to help defectors, to provide aid to those in need, and to push for human rights. We need to put pressure on our governments to take action, to impose sanctions, and to support efforts to bring about change. As we conclude this journey into the mysterious world of North Korea, we are left with more questions than answers. What does the future hold for this enigmatic nation? Will the government continue to maintain its grip on power, or will the people rise up and demand change? The world watches with bated breath as the drama unfolds. One thing is certain, however, the story of North Korea is a complex and intriguing one, full of twists and turns, and it's a story that we will continue to follow with great interest. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. This video has been a journey into the unknown, a glimpse into a world that is often hidden from view. We hope you've learned something new, and that you'll join us in our quest to uncover the truth. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us to continue creating content that informs, educates, and entertains. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you can stay up to date with our latest videos. And if you have any suggestions for future topics, please let us know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.